Different year, same problems. Different year, same problems. The last time we played Leeds at Ellen Road in 2022, before they got relegated, we got beat 3-0. The performance and some of the goals that we saw last night mirrored exactly what we saw in our defeat a few years ago at the same ground by the same opposition. This was Edward Mendy, dilly-dallying on the ball. He made a mistake, he got robbed by Brendan Aronson, and he went through for an easy tap-in. 3 years later, it was Tosin in that same situation, dilly-dallying on the ball. He got robbed off it by Noah Okafor, and the mistake led to Dominic Calvert-Lewin to score an easy tap-in. The second example of how similar these goals were, a set piece came in from that same side, and it met the head of Rodrigo, who scored a brilliant header. 3 years later, last night, it was Bio who came in from that same position from a set piece to score a brilliant header. Now, I don't know what it is about Chelsea and playing small teams, specifically newly promoted sides. Since the 2022-2023 season, the first full season of the new ownership, we've played newly promoted sides on 21 occasions. We have won 11 of them. 11. That's a 52% win record. That is embarrassing. Because every time we go into these games, we're going into these games as favourites, with reason, because we are Chelsea Football Club, for Christ's sakes. But it's like we're going into these games with a false sense of security or hope that we're going to be battering these teams because they just got promoted. But the thing about it is, the gap from the first team to the second team is so huge that, especially when they go away from home, when the opposition, the newly promoted side, is up against a big team, when the crowd is up for it, when the players are up for it, we tend to struggle. And just to touch on this season alone, we've played all three promoted sides already. We played Sunderland, we lost 2-1 at home to them. We played Burnley, we won the game 2-0, but on a different day, that could have gone very differently. And last night, we lost 3-1 against Leeds. And the frustration that us Chelsea fans face is that we can see the wins against PSG, Liverpool, Barcelona. We can see the performance down to 10 men against Arsenal. And then we can see performances like Leeds last night, like Karabakh, like Sunderland at home. And I know there's a common denominator to that, but surely, there has to be many ways that you can mitigate or compensate for one person's incompetency. We as a team have showed that we can perform well against the big teams. So it should be, quote unquote, easier to deal with the small teams. But we can't, because the way they play and the way they set up against us, we can't play low block. And Enzo Maresca has to find a solution quickly for that. Chelsea Football Club is an enigma. You can beat Liverpool, then you lose to Sunderland. You can beat Barcelona, then you can lose to Leeds. I just don't get it, man.